Hi Big Sprouts, it's theme time. Our theme is food groups. We are learning about the different foods that we eat and what these foods do for our body. It's important for us to keep our body healthy and safe, so we need to make good choices about the foods we eat. Let's look here. This is the Eat Well guide. It looks like a plate. You can see many different kinds of foods on this plate. They are grouped together by the way that they help our body. So this is the fruits and vegetables group. This is the potatoes, bread, rice, pasta group. This is the meat, fish, eggs, beans group. This is the dairy group. And this tiny piece right here is the oil and spreads group. So we learned about fruits and vegetables. We know that fruits and vegetables can help our eyes, they can help our brain, they can help our bones and our muscles, they can help our teeth, they help us not get sick, right? Let's look here. What fruits and vegetables do you see? What do you see? I see carrots, I see tomatoes, I see strawberries. Let's look right here. What are they? They are bananas. That's right, they are bananas. Bananas are good for our brain. Helps your brain work. Good job. I also see some broccoli, and I also see some oranges and some onions. We used some onions to make delicious chicken soup, didn't we? That's right, we did. So fruits and vegetables is a very, very important group. Do you notice how it's much, much bigger on the plate compared to some of the other groups? Yes, we have to make sure we eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. We also talked about the meat, fish, eggs, and bean group. Right? These foods help build our muscles so we can climb and we can carry heavy things and we can jump and we can run and we can dance. So some of the foods in this group were eggs and chicken and fish and nuts, right? We talked about all of those foods. That's right. We also learned a little bit about the dairy group. Right? The dairy group is foods that are made with milk, and they help our bones be strong and our teeth as well, right? Some of these foods were milk and cheese and yogurt, right? Those were some of the food groups that we talked about. And we made a delicious chicken soup, right? Using foods from those food groups. But we still need to learn about two more food groups. We need to learn about the other biggest food group, the potatoes, bread, rice, pasta group. But we also need to learn about the smallest group, the oils and spreads. Today, we are going to learn about both of these food groups at the same time. That's weird. I wonder why. Let me tell you. The foods in these two food groups kind of do the same thing for our body. Both of these food groups give us energy. If we eat foods from those two food groups, we get energy, but we get a different kind of energy. That's why one of the food groups is quite big and the other food group is quite small. So if we want lots of energy like these kids, they are running fast, they are smiling, they are ready to do so many different things with their energy. If we want to be like these kids, let's learn about some different foods that will give us energy. Look at all of this stuff. All of these kinds of foods give us energy. But some foods are better than others about the energy that we get. Do you see how I have the foods on two different sides of the table? That's right, because we're learning about two different food groups, right? Over here is the bread, rice, potatoes, pasta food group. That is one of the biggest groups on our Eat Well guide. Over here, this is our oil and spreads group. It is very, very small, so we only need a very, very small amount. The reason is the foods over here in the bread, rice, potatoes, pasta group give us energy that lasts a very long time. But the foods over here in the oils and spreads group gives us energy that only lasts for a short amount of time. Do we want our energy to end quickly? Or do we want energy that will last a long time? A really long time, right? You want to be able to run for a long time. You want to be able to dance for a long time. You want to be able to study for a long time, right? So we have to make good choices about the foods we eat that give us energy. Let's look on this side. I see a piece of bread here. What shape is it? It's a square. That's right. It's a square. This is a piece of white bread. But bread can come in different sizes, different shapes. Some is white bread, some is wheat bread, some is whole grain bread. It can be in the shape of a square, it can be a little bit longer, it can be white, it can be brown. But all bread is baked in the oven or some kind of bread cooker that can give us lots of energy. So we have bread. Let's look at this plate here. I have 4 different kinds of food on this plate. Do you know what this is? This is a potato. It is round, it's brown, and potatoes grow underground. Potatoes grow underground. So potatoes can give us energy. How about these cute little spiral things here? Do you know what this is? It's pasta. That's right. It's pasta. This is called fusilli pasta. There's a lot of different kinds of pastas. There's bow tie pasta that looks like shapes of bows. There's also little like macaroni pasta that kind of looks like a rainbow shape. There's also very long, thin pasta as well. So pasta is a food that can also give you energy. Do you see what I have in here? It's a little tiny rice ball. Yeah, rice is also a great food that can give us energy. And this little pile right here is actually cereal. Yeah, cereal. You can kind of see some grainy, flaky pieces, but it also has some raisins, it has some nuts, and it has some pieces of dried fruit. So this cereal has some foods from different food groups. So that makes it extra healthy. Wow. So all of these foods, bread, rice, potatoes, pasta, cereal, things like that, have grains in them that give us energy that lasts for a very, very, very long time. So these food choices are good food choices. Over here, let's take a look. Okay, these foods are from the oil and spreads group. This right here is a kind of oil. Usually we use oil for cooking or to make other things. Oil comes from plants. All of these things, these other kinds of foods, actually use oil in them to make them. This is a salad dressing. So we had to use some oil to make salad dressing. Usually you put salad dressing on top of salad, right? Tomatoes and lettuce and onions. This is butter. We use oil also to make butter. Sometimes we use butter for cooking in the pans, or sometimes we might spread it on top of bread or toast, cooked bread. And this is mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is a kind of spread that usually people put maybe on sandwiches or maybe on top of some vegetables. But all of these foods use oil. Now, the foods over here give us energy, which is good. We do want energy, but the energy from these foods doesn't last as long as the energy from these foods. So we should definitely have more of these foods and less of these foods. But all of these foods give us energy. And energy helps us do lots of different things. What kind of things do you like to do? I like to ride my bicycle. I like to go hiking. I like to climb trees. I like to dance. If I want to do those things, I need energy. I need to be able to make sure my body can move and do these things for a long time. These foods give us energy. If we want our energy to last for a long time, we should use food from the grains group: bread, rice, potatoes, and pasta group. Wow! Now we've learned about all 5 food groups. We've talked about the fruits and vegetables group. We've talked about the protein group, that's good for our muscles. We've talked about the dairy group, that's good for our bones and our teeth. And we've talked about the two groups that will give us energy. I have an idea. Let's make something else. Let's cook something else. But this time, I want to use some kind of food from all 5 food groups. Are you ready? I'm gonna go wash my hands, and then we're gonna make something new. I'll be right back. All right, Big Sprouts, my hands are clean and I am ready to make something healthy and delicious. Let's look here. Do you have any idea what we're going to make? What do you think? What are we going to make? We're going to make a sandwich. Yes, let's make a sandwich. I have foods from every food group. Let's take a look. Can you see some of the things we have? How about here? What are they? They are slices of bread. That's right. I have 2 slices of bread. Do you remember what these are? This is lettuce. This is romaine lettuce. I have 2 pieces of romaine lettuce. Do you remember what kind of meat this is? It's ham. That's right. It's ham. I have 2 slices of ham. Do you remember what this is? It's cheese. That's right. I have 1 piece of square cheese. And do you know what these are? They are tomatoes. That's right. I have 3 slices of tomatoes. And over here, I have some mayonnaise. So I have something from all 5 food groups that we've been learning about. I have something from the fruits and vegetables group. Okay, check. Great. I have something from the protein group, the group that is going to help us with our muscles. Check. I have something from the dairy group that is going to help us with our strong bones and our strong teeth. Check. And I have something from the grain group that's going to give us energy. Lots of energy, right? Energy that will last a long time. And I also have something from the fats, the oils, and the spreads group that will still give me energy. But remember, I only want to use a little bit of that. All right, let's make our sandwich. Here we go. We are going to start with 1 slice of bread. And I am going to squeeze some mayonnaise on my bread. And then I'm going to use a knife to just spread it around. I'm going to spread the mayonnaise. Now, remember, mayonnaise is used with oil, and it's energy. It will give us energy, but the energy won't last too long. So we only want to use a very, very little bit, okay? So I spread around our mayonnaise. There we go. Perfect. I'll set that here to keep our table clean. Okay, next I'm going to put my lettuce. I'm going to put my romaine lettuce. So I'm going to take, maybe I'm going to put 1 piece of lettuce there, and I'm going to then also put a piece of lettuce here. It's a vegetable that's very, very important for our body. And next I'm going to put some ham. Okay, I'm going to grab 1 slice of ham. I'm going to put a little bit there for our muscles, a little bit more ham for our muscles. Okay, next let's use something for our bones and our teeth. Do you remember what food that is? I know. It's cheese, that's right. Let's grab our slice of cheese and try to put it right in the middle. All right, excellent. Oh, we also have some tomatoes. What food group are the tomatoes in? Are they dairy? Are they made from milk? Are they made from grains? Are they going to give us lots of energy? What food group are tomatoes in? I know, they are in the fruits and vegetables group, right? Tomatoes are fruits. They have seeds. I can see the seeds. So I'm just going to kind of put my tomatoes a little bit spread out here Oh my goodness, our sandwich is looking delicious. Wow. And to close my sandwich, we're gonna get our last piece of bread. Put it right on top. I wish you could smell this. It smells so yummy. Wow. Thanks for helping me make this delicious sandwich. It has foods from all of the food groups that we were learning about. And usually when we eat something, we like to drink too, right? We should make a healthy choice. So I brought some milk to continue working on our bones and our teeth. Wow, Big Sprouts, nice job. Thank you for helping me make this sandwich. And thank you for being such good listeners to learn about food groups, right? It's important to keep our body healthy and strong, right? We want to do what's best for our body. So when you're eating, let's think of a couple things. Are we eating foods from the important food groups? Are we eating many fruits and many vegetables? Are we eating many foods that are going to give us energy to last a long time? Make sure you're thinking about those things every time you sit down to eat. Make sure you are making healthy food choices. Say, I can eat healthy food. All right, great job. Go make some healthy food. See you next time.